everyone. Today we're going to be reviewing a few products that are kind of new to me. A few that I haven't used on my face. I have swatched, but I haven't used on my face yet. I also finally picked up the L'Oreal Lumi bronzer that everyone's been talking about. This is a cooler shade bronzer than I would normally go for, and it does have quite a bit of shimmer in it. We're going to go ahead and give that a try as well. And we're just going to do kind of a quick tutorial. Today I'm going to start though with some face products, and then we're going to have another kind of a part 2 of this video for the eye look. I'm going to film them back to back, but they both seem a little long, so we're going to cut it kind of in half and just do face products first, and then we'll do the eye look, in case, you know, some people might be interested in the face products, some people might be interested in the eye products. We're just going to break it up a little bit so you don't sit through an hour-long video of me blah 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 talking and talking. Okay, the foundation that I would like to use today is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. Their packaging, come on now, that is so pretty. I love it. It's a glass bottle, has a beautiful top on it. This is the first one that I've gotten that has this little dropper doohickey, so that's kind of new to me. And no, I'm not going to drop it on my face. I have no idea what that noise was. It sounded like a power tool, but I'm not sure. Hubby's out doing things in the yard today and downstairs working on things, so you may hear a few noises along the way. I also have the air conditioning on because it is warm today. I love it, but when I'm indoors I want to have that air conditioning for sure. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start with that foundation, and I believe today I'm going to use a sponge to apply that with, and let's just get started. I'm going to shake it up really well first, put it on the back of my hand and warm it up a little bit, and then we'll kind of spread it on the face. I'm not a dropper on your face kind of gal. You'll probably never see me doing anything like that. And for me, less than one of the little pumps or dropperfuls works very well on me and is plenty. I have already used a primer and all of my skincare. I would love some suggestions on some more sunscreens that work well on the face and under your makeup. I've been really enjoying, also I already have my brows on, as you can tell. I wish I woke up with brows like this, but I do not. So those products will be linked down below, but really nothing new or exciting there where my brows are concerned. I do like to try new products, but when I find something that works, I get kind of excited and I don't want to waste product. So I use that product for a while. So again, just stamping it on. This isn't the first time I've used this foundation. It is a very luminous, I would say, foundation. It is definitely not full coverage, but I feel like if I wanted to, I just don't lean towards full coverage products, but I think it would be very buildable. I have built it up on my cheeks somewhat a couple of times when I've been having a bad skin day, and it seemed to layer on nicely. It didn't cake up or cause me any problems. I am a normal combo skin, so in the winter time I tend to run very, very dry, especially around my nose, but during the summer that kind of goes away. And I wouldn't say I'm a very oily person, so my skin is definitely easier to work with in the summer than it is in the winter, because I get severely dry skin in the winter. So I'm going to take just a dot, just a drop of that foundation on the back of my hand and kind of show you what it looks like if you kind of layer it up on the skin. I do have some dark spots, some sunspots, and quite a few breakouts right now. I have no idea what I did to anger my skin so much, but I did something, because This whole area here has all been breaking out. I wash my sponges every single time I use them. I do my brushes at least once a week, sometimes more. So I'm not really sure what it is that is angering my lips. I've been using a new, to me anyway, lip balm, and I'm loving it. It's the Neutrogena. It has a very long name. Neutrogena Moisture Shine Lip Soother with sunscreen. It's got an SPF of 20 in it. It's a cooling hydrogel, and the shade of this one is Gleam. I'm not sure if it, I mean, I don't have any of the other ones. It smells and tastes fruity, which I love. But really it's just a clear gloss. In the tube it looks pink, but I don't really notice any color on my lips when I apply it. I'm not sure about the other ones. They are different shades and they do have different names, but that's the only one that I have for now. I am really considering picking up a few more though, because I am a lip balm aholic, and when I find something that I like, then I want it in all of the other shades, flavors. I don't know what you would call that for that particular lip product. Okay, so I do need to, holy, seriously, my poor little face. I do need to conceal a few blemishes, if you will, on my jawline. And this is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. It is very inexpensive. It is a really good shade match for me. And I think that it covers my blemishes very well and blends out nicely. It's not too thick. And then for concealing under my eyes, I'm going today to use the CoverGirl what is wrong with my tongue today? CoverGirl True Blend It's Lit concealer. I'm just going to dot that on. It's got one of those little brush applicators. I've been enjoying this concealer, especially for under my eyes, because it's very thin and liquidy. It spreads out super easy. This is in the shade Fair. And it seems to work well on my skin tone. I do like a brightened under eye. If you don't, they have lots of other shades that you could choose from. I'm not a huge fan of the brush. I'd rather have something that I can just dot on, and then, because I'm not using that brush to blend it out anyway, I always go in with a sponge or, you know, one of my makeup brushes, so that whole brush thing is kind of useless on me. Let me know if any of you actually use that brush to blend out the concealer, and if you like it. Maybe I'm just not using it correctly. You never know. I am, and I think this is kind of another teacher quality, but I am very open to learning new things. I don't think you ever know everything there is to know, so I'm always very open to learning from other people. I take advice to heart and try to do better than I did the day before. That's not really competing against anyone else, just myself. And that way I try to just do a little bit better than I did the day before, or a whole lot better, depending on the day. And I don't feel the need to compete with other people. I'm not a very competitive person by nature. Once again, you're going to get sick of me saying this. I'm using the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Concealing, or Under Eye Setting Powder, because I love it. And we've got a good thing going right now. It doesn't fail me. I don't fail to make sure that I have at least 2 as a backup, because it's a tiny little container of it. And actually, e.l.f. was doing a giveaway. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but depending on how much you ordered from their website, you would get several free products, and you got to pick the products, and they had this as one of the choices, and I was very thrilled with that. Although it did only let me choose one out of the 3, as that I had to choose 2 other ones for free. And then I've got several powders I've been using on my face recently, and to be honest, this one is probably my favorite, so I'm probably going to end up buying a full size of it at some point. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder, and it's just really pretty on the face. It blurs the skin. It stays where it needs to stay. This color, although in the actual container looks like it would be way too dark for me, I think is a pretty good match and would be actually. The strange thing is, I keep meaning to look this up because I'm not sure if this has actually like a shade range, because this little deluxe size or sample that I have has no shade name on it. It just tells you what it is, but it doesn't show a shade or a number or anything like that. It just says how much is in it and Shape Tape Setting Powder. So I'm not sure. It comes in, of course, one of their cutesy little, I mean, look at that. It's adorable. I love Tarte's packaging. It's always very, very cute. Okay, so my face feels set. As I said, eyebrows are on, and I've been using this lately to prime my eyelids, and this is the NARS, I think it's the Creamy Concealer in medium 1 custard. I used to use the Kat Von D, I think it's a lid locking eye primer, and I adored it. It was my favorite eye primer of all time. And I've tried several others. I really like this kind of pencil or stick form, either one. It's a little thicker and it just feels like it grips onto my eyes, and it also cancels out the veins and things better than some of my other eye primers that are much thinner. And it does seem to keep my eyeshadows on nicely, so I like it. I have tried to use concealer, but on my eyelids, because they are a little more mature, it's using a concealer on my eyelids seems to me to emphasize even more the wrinkly or crepey skin that you get as you mature, which, yes, I know is absolutely normal and everybody gets it, but I don't like it, and I'm going to try to minimize it as much as I can. Sorry, I need a drink. That would be another great suggestion for you out there. I, this summer, have been loving anything watermelon flavored. Any kind of a drink that's watermelon flavored. I have tried the Bywater. I have tried, I don't think I have tried the LaCroix because I haven't seen it in a watermelon flavor. I'm not sure if they have that. I'll have to check that out. I do like LaCroix. Some people do not like that, but I like the fizziness in my drinks, so I would prefer it to be carbonated. But give me some suggestions of things that are carbonated and watermelon flavored for me to drink, because I know I'm not drinking enough. You need to stay really hydrated in the summer heat, and I have a very bad habit of waxing in that area. Okay, so foundation on, concealer is on. We are ready for our contour, and I don't contour a lot, I would say. I don't chisel out my face or anything, but I do like a little bit of a contour on my cheek, and I'll be using the e.l.f. contour palette for that, just because the shade is gorgeous on my skin tone and I love it, and I don't care if it costs $30 or $3. I think it's actually $6. It is a beautiful, beautiful contour powder. I have tried a few cream ones this summer just to see if I liked them, I can say that I don't think I found the one yet. It seems like a lot of contour shades have a bit of a red tone or a warmer tone to them, and I much prefer the cool tone in my contour powders or creams. So I haven't found that exact perfect one for me yet. Still shopping around. I was thinking about trying the new cream contour bronzer from Huda Beauty, see if I like that at all. And I do run it down my nose just a tiny bit because I was thrown from a horse several years ago and my nose was broken. It did heal up, but it healed up a tiny bit crooked. And I feel like, especially in the summertime when I'm more blonde, I tend to go, I dye my hair and I tend to dye it darker in the wintertime. In the fall, I just get this wild thing where every season I have to change my hair color. But when it's really light, I feel like if I don't do something with the nose area, everything just looks really flat and all one color. My hair is beige, my face is beige, it just all, so I try to bring in a little more dimension. I'm going to try, like I said, the new True Match Lumi Bronze It with my, this is the Morphe R2, pretty big. Again, I've never used this, so we are going to tap it off. Okay, it's very pigmented. I prefer bronzers that I can just kind of build up as I go rather than bam, you've got a streak on your face. So I probably will go in even with a little lighter hand next time because especially this cheek is looking a little stripey. A little bit across the bridge of my nose. I just like how that looks because, you know, when I am out in the sun and I get a little bit on my face, which doesn't happen very often because, like I said, I'm very good with my sunscreen, but that is where you would, you know, get some colors across the bridge of your nose and the high points on your cheeks. So I like doing that. I'm also using the L'Oreal Blush Please new Shimmering blush. If you don't like a shimmering or sparkling blush, you're gonna hate this, but I love it. It's beautiful. It's a very pretty peachy shade. It's called Blushin in Riviera. I also have the other one that's more of a pinky shade. This is the R4. It's a nice angled blush brush. This has gold reflex in it. See, you can already see that sheen. So if you don't like that, you're not gonna like this blush. I like it. I would say I prefer the mattes in the fall and winter, and I really want to glow in the summertime. So the highlighter, not that it looks like I need one really, but the highlighter that I've chosen today has a really pretty gold reflect in it, so I think that's going to look really pretty with this particular blush. Do not need a lot of that blush. It's very pigmented. It went on very smooth. It's not a chunky glitter or anything. It just has a really nice sheen to it. And then for highlighter, I'll be using the Milani Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder in 01 Afterglow. And again, it's a very champagne-y kind of golden highlighter. And I'm going to add that right to the high point of my cheek and really buff it in. If you want this to be a in-your-face blinding highlight, it will go there if you work with it. But really, I already have quite a bit of glow from just the blush alone. You could wear this blush on its own. It already is very glowy, but I like highlighter a lot. So we're not going to do that. We're going to bring in the highlighter too. So when I go outside today, I will be so glowy. Some people might think it's a lot. I don't really care what some people think. I care if I like it or not, and I like it. All right, so let's see, assess the face. I think we're good to go. We've got all the products on, and that cheek glow is really stunning. I may end up using that same highlighter for the brow bone highlight. Not sure yet. This palette has a gorgeous, very bright looking shade that I can use for an inner corner, so we may be using that. And that is where we're going to stop the first video today. I hope that's not too annoying for people. I'm a little self-conscious about it. I'm a little nervous because I like to see the entire look done, one and done, but we'll see if we can get the whole thing edited and uploaded. Maybe we can have both videos up the same day so you can go ahead and continue on and watch the finished look with the eyes. I'm not really sure, but thank you so much for joining me for this hopefully not too long video of my face products and these new few products that I use, the Lumi Bronze It from L'Oreal and the Becca foundation. Hopefully you liked it and you'll come back to see the finished product. If you could, it would be wonderful if you could go on Instagram and follow me there as well. It'll be linked, and my username on there is Christine_Elaine72. If you could also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the videos that I upload, that would be wonderful. And also, if you click the bell, more than likely YouTube will let you know when I have uploaded a new video. It doesn't always happen. I'm an avid YouTube watcher, and I know that some of the videos from some of my favorite YouTubers are not getting put on my feed. So these things happen. Hopefully if you click that bell, you will be notified. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Be safe, be well, have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you might be. I love you, and good night.